Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk About It. That was a crazy game, so let's talk about it. Lamar Jackson in Baltimore gets the win after starting out really bad, like really bad. In these episodes, in these little mini videos that I'm going to be posting on Sundays, Thursdays, and Mondays, I don't know why I just ordered it like that. They're going to be kind of like stream of consciousness. Like there's not really going to be any cuts. I'm going to try to talk about literally every single game. I literally have my phone up here right now. We're going to go through some of these games. Bengals, Bears 20-17. I think Andy Dalton tore his ACL, so I guess that's something memorable of that game. Texans, Browns. The Browns were down 14-0 in the first quarter, and Baker Mayfield was hurt from like some crazy scramble. Not a scramble, no. I think he threw an interception and he tried to go for a tackle. And they came all the way back. So that's honestly, even though it's the Texans, it's a pretty good game, pretty good win for the Browns, considering they were 0-1 and starting out 0-2 is pretty bad. There was some statistic like, I don't know, significant amount of 0-2 NFL teams do not make the playoffs. Then you have my Rams versus the Colts. That was a pretty crazy one. We got the win. It was a lot harder than I feel like it had to be because we had kind of a messed up special teams thing, right? Like one of the guys like lined up kind of weird. It like hit off his shoulder and the Colts literally scored a touchdown off of that and took the lead. But McVay dialed up some great play calls. Stafford put the football absolutely on the money, and Cooper Kupp really shined. Today was probably you could probably make the argument today was his best game as a pro. Today was really good. He had like $160 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns, really solid, really solid game. That was pretty nice. Bills, Dolphins, good lord. Bills won 35-0. There's really not much to talk about that one other than Tua has like a rib injury. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Patriots, Jets. Patriots won 25-6. The Jets, how do I want to phrase this? Because I don't want to shit on Jets fans. That franchise has to be cursed. That's like I think that's the only way that I can put it. That franchise legitimately has to be cursed because I was watching Sam Darnold on the Panthers and he didn't look bad. He didn't look bad. You could even make the argument that he looked kind of good. I mean, they beat the Saints, right? I mean, I'll get to that game eventually, but they beat the Saints and Sam Darnold used to play for the Jets and he looked bad on the Jets. We can all keep it a buck here. He looked pretty bad on the Jets. So that was kind of crazy. Zach Wilson threw 4 interceptions. Listen, I'm a Rams fan. I understand what it's like when you have inexperienced quarterbacks going against Bill Belichick. I think I saw someone post on Twitter, Herbert lost like 40-0 last year against Bill Belichick and the Patriots. The Patriots weren't even like good last year. Jared Goff, you guys obviously know what happened in the Super Bowl. That shit was, I don't want to talk about it. So throwing 4 picks against Bill Belichick and the Patriots, I wouldn't overreact to that a whole lot. If I was a Jets fan, I still think Zach Wilson's really good. I think he's got a solid arm, but we'll see what happens. 49ers versus Eagles. I feel like it's like the battle of similar teams. Decently good defenses, I guess. But solid run games. 49ers edged that one out 17-11. Then we have Raiders Steelers. This was 26-17. I swear to God, this was the most boring 26-17 game ever, all time. That's probably not true. It was a boring game. The Raiders edged it out. I think Henry Ruggs went crazy. He had like what? He had like 113 receiving yards and a touchdown. Derek Carr, does he suck or is he good? Is Derek Carr the worst quarterback or the worst best quarterback? Let me know in the comments section. I still don't understand Derek Carr. I've been watching him for like half a decade and probably longer, and I still don't understand if he's good or not. I don't know. I just don't get it. Saints, Panthers, that's what I was talking about a little bit before, 26-7. Low-key surprising. Kind of thought the Saints would do a little bit better than that, especially in a divisional game. I was surprised about that one. I want to be honest with you. That one I was pretty surprised on. Then you have Broncos, Jags. Broncos won 23-13. Don't really have much to say about that. Kind of a boring game. Sorry to Broncos fans, Jags fans. Vikings, Cardinals. Cardinals got lucky. The Vikings missed a game-winning field goal. Bucks, Falcons. Tom Brady is God. Then you have Cowboys Chargers. Cowboys actually hit a game-winning field goal. Greg, the leg, he hit like a 50-something yard game-winning field goal. I mean, the dude is just, he's about it. In the NFC Championship game back in like 2018, I think he hit a 59-yard field goal to put the Rams in the Super Bowl. Saints fans, you know all about that one. Sorry to bring that one up. Titans Seahawks, that was a crazy one. I'm not going to talk about my fantasy team because no one likes that dude. No one likes that guy. But I have Derrick Henry on my fantasy team, and it's safe to say that he started out horrendous. He started out so unbelievably bad, and he finished so well. I was put on freezing cold takes. I put that tweet out low-key hoping that I would jinx myself and Derrick Henry would go crazy, but Hendog had like 220 all-purpose yards, like did he have 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns? I don't know. He went crazy. Julio Jones went crazy. The Titans had a great comeback win in overtime. If I'm a Titans fan, I'm fucking loving life. And now that we've gotten through all the Sunday games, I want to get through all the games. Now we can finally talk about Chiefs and Ravens, okay? The ending score was 36-35 Chiefs. And my goodness, there are so many takeaways from this game. One, this has got to be like the best loss ever for the Chiefs, right? They lost this game, but they never looked bad. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, they lost 35-36. Patrick Mahomes did throw an interception on one of those wild plays, and it's kind of something that will happen with Patrick Mahomes whenever he does stuff like that. But they didn't, like, they looked good. Like, they lost and they looked good. Like, in the locker room, they shouldn't be that upset. All right, that's all I'll say about that. They did a really good job at bracketing their coverage to stop Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, what did he have? 3 receptions for 14 yards? I mean, he absolutely nothing. Travis Kelce went off, 7 receptions, 109 yards, and a touchdown. The reason why they lost, the reason why the Chiefs lost is because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he fumbled. They were in field goal range, or they were damn near in field goal range. They were in Patrick Mahomes' version of a field goal range, and they fumbled. And the Ravens ended up scooping it up and scoring. Why did I say that? They didn't score. They scooped it up. They ran the ball 3 times, punted. No, they ran the ball 3 times, and then they went for it and got it on a 4th down. John Harbaugh was like, I think it's John Harbaugh, right? Am I smoking crack? Whatever. He was like, Lamar, you want to go for it? You want to go for it? And Lamar was like, hell yeah. He's like, I bet, let's go. And they went for it and they got it. So that's a ballsy ass call, but hey, that's why they're the Ravens, man. That's why you're Lamar Jackson. Something I want to say about Lamar Jackson. I want to rant about Lamar Jackson a little bit. I just want to read out his stats, okay? Passing, 239 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. His first interception that he threw, I'm going to say 50% his fault, 50% the receiver's fault, okay? He threw the ball a little bit off center, maybe like 3 feet or so to the left of Sammy Watkins, but Sammy Watkins also fell, okay? So it's not all his fault, all right? The second pick, my God, that was one of the worst reads I've ever seen in my life. That's like one of those reads where when you're playing Madden and you're just getting screamed at, you're down by double digits, you're down by like 17 points, you're already on the verge of shutting off your PlayStation or your Xbox, turning that shit off, and you just have a post route downfield, and you're like, yeah, that's going to cook that coverage. That's going to cook it. So you just throw it on the break, and he literally threw it up in triple coverage, and that shit was, I mean, that was picked. Honey Badger, that was his like second pick of the game. The first one was a pick 6 from Honey Badger, so that was kind of crazy. But I'm not here to shit on Lamar, right? I think Lamar is really good. I think Lamar is extremely, extremely good. I think, and I don't think this is an exaggeration, I think Lamar Jackson is the best scrambling, mobile, running, whatever you want to call it, quarterback in the history of the NFL, and I don't think it's close. The number one person that people bring up is Michael Vick, and yeah, Michael Vick had the speed Lamar Jackson does, okay? He did. You could argue that Michael Vick had a stronger arm than Lamar Jackson, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about purely running the football. This dude, Lamar Jackson, has the agility and elusiveness of a Hall of Fame running back. It is insane that a guy that is that good at throwing the football, because he's a National Football League quarterback. He's a professional level quarterback, and he can run the football that well at the quarterback position. You almost wonder to yourself, I mean, dude, run the ball literally until they stack fucking 35 in the box. It's not possible. So you just run the ball every play. I would genuinely consider running the ball every single down until I'm losing and on third down. Like, that's how dominant that run game is. That pistol power run scheme is awesome. They're running behind Patrick Ricard. Dude's like 6'3", two. Oh my God. He's 6'3", 311 pounds. He is a massive individual. 6'3" is big, but 311 pounds is genuinely ginormous. And he's their fullback. He's their lead blocker. So that power run scheme is fantastic. It's fun to watch because it's so different. Just running out of the pistol, passing out of the pistol, their play action is so crazy. The Chiefs defense isn't terrible, right? It's not bad. Chris Jones, Tyrann Mathieu, dude had 2 picks. Tyrann Mathieu is one of the best safeties in the NFL. Some people might even argue he's the best safety in the NFL. And the Baltimore Ravens, despite looking literally horrendously bad on offense in that first quarter, came all the way back. I think they were down, 24-35 to start the fourth quarter, and they came all the way back and they won. I think this is a unbelievable win for the Ravens. I think this is an establishing win for their scheme. I think this just goes to show you have to stick to what got you there. They are a running team. Run the football. Trust in Lamar Jackson. Give him the football when the opportunities are on the line. I loved it. I was in love with that game. I guess some other notable things. Marquise Hollywood-Brown, 6 receptions, 113 yards and a touchdown. If Marquise Brown is going to start doing that type of stuff, that's crazy. Lamar had a couple deep balls that he missed Marquise Brown on. If he hits those, I mean, this game could have gone very differently. So I don't know, man. I don't want to ramble too much. How long have I been going? It's like 12 minutes. I don't want these videos to be super long, but I'm just here talking about these NFL games after they happen. The Sunday videos are obviously going to be the longest. This is a work in progress. I didn't really talk about the Thursday night football game. Giants versus the Washington Footballers. It was a good game. Giants kind of imploded. I don't want to pile on the Giants fans. You guys got it hard enough. I'm sorry. That was a rough game to go through. But I'll be back tomorrow for Monday Night Football. These videos are obviously going to go up late, so hopefully you guys can watch them like tomorrow or something. But this is just something that I've wanted to get started for a while. It's just a series I want to do called Let's Talk About It, where after Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, I just talk about the games, and you guys can talk about them in the comment section below. Like I said, it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I think it should be pretty fun. So yeah, I guess if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button. I don't have anything else to say, so I'm just gonna end it. All right, bye.